Well, thank you so much again for joining. My name is Kat, and I am the founder of Habitats by Kat. You're going to learn a little bit more about me and my experience in the hotel and hospitality business. Really excited to be chatting with you about the ways hospitality can really help grow your real estate business in so many ways. And Carrie, I'll let you just introduce yourself and EXP really quickly.
Hi there, my name is Carrie Briner, and I am a real estate leader with EXP Realty. I have 167 business partners that are in real estate across the country in 27 states. And we work together, collaborate in a non-traditional team sense in which we keep more of our own money, but we still really help each other grow. We send each other referrals. We provide a tremendous amount of training and coaching. Weird video issue. And so I've been doing real estate for 24 years. And so I've done everything from sell real estate to grow a brokerage to an expansion team to do what I'm doing today. I've also been a business coach over the years.
Great. So let me go to the next page here. Okay, so the Habitats by Kat Real Estate Group. So again, my company is a travel agency. We act as a parent agency, so very similar to how, you know, brokerages operate. We're a similar model, onboarding 1099 independent contractors. But where this all began was really thinking of the word habitat, right? And you see the definition there. The natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other organism. A habitat meets all the environmental conditions an organism needs to survive. So when we really reference that and think about our business, where can our business thrive and how can we build connections, have the resources and the tools and that collaboration to make sure we are in the right what we need every day to be successful. And when I became self-employed, summer of 2019, living in New York City, so probably 6 to 8 months before I was quarantined in a teeny tiny apartment, I was looking to build myself a new habitat, getting out of corporate America. And as I dove into being an entrepreneur for the first time, I kept seeing that I didn't have the resources that I needed. And when I found a resource that I needed, it was way too expensive, from lead generation to website creation to digital marketing to CRMs. The list goes on. I couldn't find what I needed. And that's actually when my business, Habitats by Kat, was really born and started taking baby steps, I'll call it. So today, the company has grown to over 50 independent contractors remotely selling travel across the country. And what we've learned is a majority of these independent contractors happen to be realtors. And we're learning the ways that realtors are weaving this concierge style service and this hospitality component into their business, which is why we wanted to get on this call today to really highlight specifically what realtors are doing and how they're being successful by bringing these two together. So a little bit more about me and who I am. I think I mentioned already that I am a New Yorker. I was an ex-hotelier who worked for Marriott for 10 years. I was always in sales and marketing. My last position at Marriott was I held the title of a senior account executive. So I represented Marriott and all SPG brands worldwide. I had a corporate account portfolio of 40 million. So in terms of strategic account management, client management, understanding negotiating deals, whether it's a hotel deal or a real estate deal, I understand business and that level. Brokering deals can sometimes be the same, even if they're across different industries. I've also been personally a licensed real estate agent since 2018 here in New York. In my first 2 years of not being quarantined, but selling real estate in New York, I had almost a year where I couldn't show a home. I sold $20 million worth of real estate, and I really contribute a lot of my success and ability to jump into a new business as quickly as I did from my hotel and hospitality training experience. The way I approach clients is just different because of that. So Karen, I'll let you give your highlights.
Yes, and I agree with all of that. Having been in the business for 24 years and for the last 12 of them coaching and training and leading real estate agents, I saw what Kat had done in her real estate business and how she had brought all of her experience from her past role and combine travel and real estate. And quite frankly, I was just extremely intrigued and knew that it was going to be a great opportunity for some realtors to really differentiate themselves from the pack and find this niche and be able to stand apart from competition, but also just really provide such a great service to their databases, to their past clients, to people moving to the area, et cetera. So as I mentioned, I've been a real estate leader and a business coach for a number of years. Our organization has grown since we did this, which is fun to see. 167 realtors now, I believe, in 27 states. A top producing agent, a CEO of a large brokerage, all of those things. But what I love the most is just helping people find success in real estate and being successful. And that's quite frankly what drew me to CAT. So I'm super excited to use Habitats by CAT as an opportunity to bring real estate professionals a new way to grow their business and do it side by side. So excited to be here and let you guys learn about it a little bit more.
Awesome. So what our vision really is for this seminar is to help you understand marketing resources that can support you in building long-lasting relationships. Most brokerages and realtors, their marketing is around their deals. But how do you do deals? It's through relationships and those long-lasting relationships. Marketing that can help you build personal connections with new clients, right? Most of the time, a client will pick an agent that they just like. Sometimes you can avoid getting grilled with your past transactions if you're a newer agent, if you're coming across with your marketing in just a different way and building that connection. So we're going to go over that. Technology that can help you blog in seconds about the area that you sell. That's special to travel, but we have some exciting news with AI coming to the agency. And then trainings to help you manage and communicate with clients strategically. And then a community and a network that you can really count on. I think at the end of the day, phoning a friend, having someone bounce ideas off of, even if they're in a different market, opens your eyes to new possibilities for yourself and for your business. So rapport building marketing. So this is really going to be the trend across this entire presentation because you have to build rapport and build connection before people even talk to you in today's business environment. Your website, your social media posts, your email campaigns, anything that you put out onto the World Wide Web is your resume. Yeah. Is your resume. You are being judged on it. So for your personal branding, how can you create connection with someone who has never met you? So you have to figure this out before developing your real estate brand, especially if you're a new agent and you don't have that experience to leverage to grow your business, right? So developing a strong personal brand is something that the best agents out there are doing. I always like to reference Ryan Serhant, whether you watch Bravo TV or not. I believe he is one of the absolute innovators and masters of personal branding. Go to his Instagram page, go to his TikTok. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. A majority of clients, as I mentioned, select an agent that they simply like. Maybe you went to the same school with them, you grew up in the same hometown, you have the same kind of dog, your kids are the same age. Doesn't matter what it is, humans interact with people they have a bond with. This is very powerful. Most sellers do not interview multiple agents. They don't have the time for it. So if you can somehow pull strings and create connection in some way, shape, or form, you are going to be likely to earn that business, whether it's from a seller or a buyer. And so how do you get people to like you? Well, more times than not, they're going to go to you if you have one of these common interests. So like, do you love to travel? Do you love Marriott hotels? Do you love the same restaurant? All of these things are just so important. And these are just a couple ideas and ways how you can grow your personal brand. It's just talking about yourself and the things that interest you and that you enjoy. And this is truly the easiest way to create connection, just by showing who you are and honing in on what your personal brand is. And if this is a new exercise for you, one of the tools that we do offer at my agency is this, which I just wanted to pull up really quickly. This is one of the 2 business planning templates that we provide to everyone during onboarding. And I think it's such a valuable exercise to take advantage of these templates. So the top here is where you put your name or your brand name, what your position is, a tagline. What's your tagline for your business, personal, professional? Really think about that. It's really your mission statement, right? So then what's your purpose? And again, this template is there for you, and it tells you what you need to think about. A lot of times agents are whipping up business templates and they're putting it on an Excel sheet or a Word document, but they're not giving guidance. Our templates give you the guidance so that you know what to think about. So, think back to your journey. What made you start your business? What problems did you want to solve? Why do you continue to do what you do? This journey can be personal. Share your story. People want to hear your story, and they most of the time want to support someone who is a small business owner. And as realtors, we truly all are. So think about that. And then strengths and core values, so important. Personal, professional, you want to get this down on paper. And then your visual brand, right? So for social media, what's your universal bio? This doesn't have to talk about your production in real estate and all the deals you've done. Who are you, right? You can lead with that. And then visually, you just want to make sure your brand logo and all of your colors are in sync, because that will already just make an impact in someone's perception of you. Again, that digital resume that you're just on. So creating that, brand voice, your brand colors is only going to help you look that much more credible. So I just wanted to share that resource with you really quickly. Carrie, anything to add before I go to the next page?
No, it's a really, really important one. Most realtors have never gone through an exercise like that and don't have much consistency in their brand. And just that one thing can really make a big difference on your social medias and just people recognizing you. And your goal is to get mind share, of the people around you, either social media and more virtually or actually around you. And the only way you get mind share is if you become recognizable. And so that's a really big and a very important part.
Yeah. And that one template I shared with you, we have one for business planning and we have one for social media marketing specifically. So that's just one little template. We've got two much more robust tools for agents to take advantage of. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is buyer and seller seminars via Zoom. So why I started doing this and now I'm implementing it with our travel consultants and realtors that we work with is you can build leads and long-lasting relationships through education. So when I was selling hotels and Marriott hotels, a huge part of my job was just educating people on the brands, on our footprint, on what we do and what makes us different. And I don't see a lot of realtors taking that approach with their business where they're pumping out educational content to help buyers understand what they need to prepare for, what they need to do, what are their steps, what financial advice do you have for them, or a tutorial on how to get ready to list your home, right? Keep in mind, again, the world has changed so much. There's content creators and influencers making six-figure salaries by just talking about educational resources, putting together workshops. So this is already a business within itself. If realtors took that approach in their real estate day-to-day activities and their marketing, create that workshop and that education for clients and market it, just like how I marketed this seminar, right? You then get a pool of buyers and sellers on a call with you and they want your help. They really need it too, quite frankly. And so this is just, I think, a really powerful marketing tool. You can use Facebook groups, Eventbrite, Meetup, your social, email campaigns. My goodness, there's no end to where you could market a virtual meetup like this. But I can guarantee you there's a lot of clients who would really appreciate it if you were to do one. So again, most realtors, the traditional ways are marketing through postcards, email campaigns, business. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but what else can you do to stand out from the crowd? I would say this is one of them. And when you think back to your toughest client or your toughest transaction, most of the time there was just a breakdown in communication, right? Something happened that they didn't expect, or they had no idea they had to do that. Just so many things can come at you. I had a seller one time that was giving me such a hard time about a final walkthrough. It's like, yep, everyone gets a final walkthrough. But going back in time, it's like, well, if I outlined the entire process from start to finish, that would have never happened. And by having this education, you avoid these issues from happening, which ultimately saves you time. So, I think I made this clear of how excited I am about these virtual seminars, but educational content, I think, is one of the best forms of lead generation and will really help you build your personal brand. Carrie, do you have anything else to add?
I agree fully and wholeheartedly with that.
Okay, cool. So the last topic I'm going to talk about is area guide. So obviously, as a hotel and travel agency owner, I love selling the market that I'm in as if it's a destination, right? And so if you're helping a client relocate, if you're helping a client move into a different neighborhood within your market, you're not only selling that home, you're selling that lifestyle, the boutiques, the stores, the services surrounding that property, right? And living in New York, small business owners make that neighborhood what it is truly, right? So all those small business owners that we know we love to support, you want to really highlight that you know everything within that market through your marketing, through this outreach. And we've put together templates that you can already customize and just put all your local go-tos, and you can send that to clients as a resource. If clients are stuck into one area or a few blocks, how can you get them out of that block to make a deal happen? Because you know you won't find what they're looking for in that very small area. Through this, open their eyes and almost give them an itinerary of where to go and what to see so that they can experience this for themselves. I think it's great for blogging, social media, and email campaigns just to know local businesses in the areas that you're selling. And then the last bullet note here is just coming soon for my agency is we're going to have AI technology. I know AI is a huge talking point right now that's apparently going to change the world. And when I got a sneak peek of our tool, we were able to write a blog around 3 to 5 seconds. I know I said 3 to 7 seconds there. It was truly incredible. Didn't require any grammar or spell check. The blog was rote for me. So when you think about people searching for resources that would apply to a realtor on Google, the more blog posts you have, the more likely you are to be found, which is then going to be leads in your inbox. So through this AI technology, you could write a blog every day, once a week, however often you want. It is not going to take up less than half the time that it's taking up now to write all these blogs, think about them, spell check them, etc. This is huge to talk about the area that you're in like it's a destination, and it's an incredible time saver. So I really wanted to highlight that as well. And then Carrie, I will let you take it away.
Yeah, so above and beyond all of that, those that are real estate agents that also engage with the Habitat by Cat opportunity, there's just some additional things that I provide in the partnership. And that includes multiple trainings per week on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. We bring guest speakers in. We talk about all different topics. We help you get into new conversations, think about ways to run your business, find other opportunities, combine that with your travel, business as well. We also have a Thursday group coaching and accountability call. So really just helping people stay focused on their goals, particularly as we always anytime we find ourselves in any sort of changing market. It's so important to have really consistent conversations around where you're going, because if you don't know where you're going, how do you get there? It's with myself and another business coach, so it is free. I do offer one-on-one coaching or strategy calls as needed. Could be team building, business building, lead generation, all of those things. We have administrative and operations training and coaching as well, if that's something that you have in place already or are looking to have some more leverage come into your life to help you with both of the sides of the business. That's something that we can assist with. In addition to that, we offer a morning call just to really help you stay focused on the real estate productivity, script practice, role play, understanding some of the things you need to be really skilled at to stand out apart from your competition. If you're going up against competition for listing and buyer appointments, et cetera, it's actually a national coach who is extremely well-versed in getting a lot of listings, who runs that call, and it's extremely helpful. So it's just a 30-minute call. And if somebody's looking to engage in something and get their day off to the right start and fill their mind with education every day, that is a great call. And that is 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So a variety of things available to people who already have a lot of experience in real estate, maybe are new to real estate, are looking to grow a team, are just looking to grow their solo individual business. We have a little bit of everything for everyone. And so this is all included in the partnership with EXP, in addition to everything that EXP has, which includes, healthcare, affordable healthcare, stock options, 50 additional hours of training and coaching, various certifications such as relocation, short-term rental investing, express offers, iBuyer, REO, and a bunch of other things that are available, including a global referral network. So we basically layer on value for people so that they don't feel too lost in the shuffle of a very large global organization, but they also feel very connected to partners, not only within the Habitats by Cat universe, but also then in the ecosystem of those that we partner with across the country, so that we can build those relationships, learn from each other, and give and receive referrals to each other as well.
Great. And then one last thing I wanted to highlight is that I'm working on a hospitality training specific to realtors. So if you liked any of the advice I gave today, this training is comprehensive, is going to give you tools. So these templates that I'm referring to, and different marketing templates that you can use and just repurpose for your own business. And then communication skills, strategies with how to work with buyers, strategies with how to work with sellers. So this training is going to be made available, I'd say, in the next 4 weeks. And if that's something that you're interested in, it's going to come with a certificate that you can then reshare with your network to let them know that you've taken specific hospitality training to really provide a luxury service in addition to closing deals, right? That's really the goal of explaining to clients why you're focusing on hospitality. And so that will be coming out soon. So if anyone's interested, they can just shoot me an email that I'll be sending out further communication. And then the content you see there is just a little bit about my experience and pains of growing a business during COVID in a 400 square foot apartment. A little bit about me personally. So.
And I have seen a sneak peek of this training. I would highly encourage any real estate entrepreneur to take that training because it was extremely comprehensive and it was really, really good information, not things that you always hear in your traditional type training. And it really just comes because Kat has the experience that she has prior to real estate that has really, I think, brought a different and unique perspective that when you add it into a real estate business, it just makes a really big difference. So I would highly encourage it if you are looking for some more great training.
Thank you. And that wraps up our seminar today. So thank you so much for your time, but we'd love to open it up to any questions, comments, feedback that anyone may have. Don't be shy.
You can chat in the chat box or you could unmute yourself, whatever is best for you.
Yes, I'll get the chat up here in case someone does.
Is there anybody here that is not yet a real estate agent, just out of curiosity?
Is anyone looking to be a realtor or getting their license soon? Oh,
Riley says yes. Awesome.
nice. Congratulations. Okay.
And David is not one yet, but maybe considering it as well.
Okay. Very nice. David, taking courses to get your license or not yet?
I think that question was for Riley.
Oh, yes.
Right? Were you asking Riley if she is already in the process?
Yeah, just that they're taking their classes or anything.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
in insurance. Very nice. Okay.
Insurance and travel. That's fantastic.
Wow. So, I mean, you have the skills too. It's all very similar at the end of the day. Real estate you're doing.
I just recently had somebody who owns their own insurance agency just get their real estate license. There's just a lot of crossover, not only from just having the database, but a lot of the ways you build those businesses are pretty much synergistic. And if you've already included the travel, that's a pretty cool opportunity. Riley's already paid for the test and waiting for the test date. That is exciting. That's very cool.
Congrats.
We would love to talk with you about, how we might be able to help you join the Habitats by Cat organization and network, as well as EXP Realty, if that's something you're interested in. So please let us know if you'd like to chat about it. What questions do any of you have, if you have any?
And David, very cool you've been an investor.
Awesome.
I help investors in New York. Do you
Yes.
buy in New York?
Exactly. And also, if you're an investor, you will know how to at least advise other investors. And one of the things that I think is great with the travel is, particularly if people are buying out of state and they need to come and take a look at properties, some of them buy sight unseen, but we do have people who love to come in, take a look at different areas. They purchase short-term investment opportunities or maybe midterm investment opportunities, and being able to combine the travel with that and have a concierge service would really stand you apart from the competition as a realtor. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, and I think personally, where travel and real estate really come into one is with helping an investor acquire a short-term rental property, right? If you are trained in travel and hospitality, you're going to have a different approach to how you help an investor buy a property like that, because you're gonna be like, okay, wait, what do clients like in hotels, right? What do they like in other short-term rentals? And how can I help them buy the best property? So that's really powerful as well when thinking of how you'll merge them both to just be a strategy for you to earn more money ultimately.
Yeah. It's interesting how synergistic it all really is, helping people with the different needs that they might have. One perspective that we had somebody who had been in real estate for many, many years who came on a call that we had not too long ago which is they live in a second home destination, and that's where they sell real estate. And just really being able to truly be a concierge for those out of town buyers that are coming into town to take a look at different areas and learn the areas and find a second home, or maybe it is a short-term rental that they use for a while, but eventually they look to move into it.
Yeah.
Even just from a perspective of being able to help them book their travel, stay in the places that they want to live in, experience the actual locations that they want to purchase in. And so he was bringing it from a perspective of literally just being able to give a wow experience and no other agents in the area doing it. So I thought that was really a good reminder that even if you're not in one of those areas, what if you could create a wow experience just for your database of past clients, current clients, and leads, and the people you start working with because of this additional service? How many real estate agents in your area do that right now? Probably not that many. And this would be a way that you would be able to stand yourself apart from the competition and be found when it's so hard, I think, right now with so many realtors out there and also just all of the activity on social media. It's very difficult to be found amongst the masses. And this could be a way that you really stand yourself out and you can be found easier as a real estate professional.
100%. And I think also as realtors, we get a little nervous about annoying our clients. And like, I know realtors can feel insecure. Like, I don't know what to email them about. They don't want to buy. They don't want to sell. I just want to leave them alone so I'm not annoyed. Okay. So
it's at the very, very end, and it's Pacific Real Estate Group LLC, and it just says by signature, printed name, title, date.
I think I'll mute this.
I don't know if she was talking to us or not. I couldn't tell. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. She's muted. So I think actually what travel can really help realtors with that is, okay, if your database is, not in the market right now, what else can you offer them that's a softer pitch? Selling travel isn't that hard, right? You can put up beautiful pictures, give them amazing value and the opportunity to experience something new. So it's for some people an easier talking point, and it doesn't feel like a solicitation. And so I think it can be really powerful in that way to help a realtor just market themselves. Forget about the real estate. You can market yourself. And if you build that relationship with that client for a travel booking, okay, if they're going to buy in a couple of years from now, let's hope they know you, because you're going to be in touch with them with travel in between real estate deals. And I think there's some real thought behind that can help a lot of realtors grow their business.
Yeah, I agree. It's another reason to be reaching out consistently to your database, thanking them after they do close a transaction with you. There are people that work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and they talk about actually getting their business from people who are getting married, because they get a lot of referrals from like wedding planners and wedding photographers. And there's a whole niche around that. And they actually use this as an opportunity for a closing gift to help them book travel and make it less expensive. I mean, there's just the list can kind of go on and on, truly, how you could use it. And I think it's just really a creative way, like I said, to make more money, but also stand yourself apart from the competition. So lots of really cool ideas. Everybody seems to use it a little bit differently, Kat, don't they?
Yes, yeah, I think the whole point of Carrie and I going back and forth is to help you brainstorm ideas with how you can implement it into your business. By no means are we saying do what we say. It's really, I love hearing agents come up with ideas of their own. And I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. I would have never thought of that. So I hope us going back and forth and going through the presentation just gives you new things to think about and to open your eyes to new possibilities.
Yes, absolutely. Any other questions or comments or thoughts, you guys? Don't be shy.
Yeah. All right.
Otherwise, I guess you guys know how to reach us. If you have questions specifically about the Habitats by Cat travel piece, you know how to reach out to Kat here on the screen. And if you just wanted to have a little bit of an information about eXp Realty, and please know, no obligation, no pressure, but I am happy to show a little bit more of the benefits of our organization. And so I'd be happy to do a call. All you'd have to do is just email me and we could schedule something.
Thank you. And thank you, David. Really appreciate that. Hopefully we'll be in touch soon. Happy to hop on a one-on-one consultation with anyone as well.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye. I'm going to stop recording.